The first pitch is being done by Steve Berlin. He's the co-founder of VARISES. Does anybody ever wonder how surgeons practice? Would you like them practicing on you? Well, Steve and his company have a solution. Steve, come up and tell the good people.
$10,000 people turn 65 years old in America today. 10,000 knee replacement surgeries each and every day will be performed in America within the next 10 years. 10,000 hours. It's what they say it takes to become an expert, to perfect your craft. So, like Alan asked, how do surgeons rehearse? I'm here tonight to talk to you about perfecting the practice of surgery. And yes, we probably all have wondered. How do they practice? Where? When? On what? But seriously, none of us want to think about having surgery, and none of us want our surgeon doing on-the-job training with us or our loved ones. The way that surgeons have been trained for over 100 years is see one by watching, do one with a mannequin cadaver or an unlucky victim, and then teach one. You're ready to go. Unfortunately, the time and cost to train a surgeon continues to increase. The demand for surgeries is skyrocketing at unprecedented levels, and we're expecting surgeons to know more techniques with fewer opportunities for hand-on patient contact. It's a problem. Why? 30%. 30% of surgical graduates are not ready to operate independently for core procedures. 30%. But don't worry, I'm here to tell you there is a better way. We take the trusted methodology of see one, do one, teach one, and we use virtual and augmented reality to create immersive education systems. Or, more simply put, we built the flight simulator for surgeons. Safer, more accessible, repeatable opportunities for practice in a fair environment, not with live patients, just like an elite fighter pilot. Right here in Burlington, we are building the future of surgical education. My partner, Brian Huber, is out of town with a customer right now. Brian's a master surgeon, team physician for the U.S. snowboard team and Burton Snowboards, former chief of surgery at Copley Hospital. He's going to tell you a little bit more about our product.
VARISES is a training tool for surgeons, for fellows, for residents, and for medical students who are advancing their career in orthopedic surgery. VARISES is building a platform that encapsulates traditional methodologies of see one, do one, teach or train one that's brought to life with modern technology. VARISES technology provides the surgeon with greater familiarity with the surgical procedure, increased accuracy, and ultimately improved outcomes and patient satisfaction. VARISES is setting the new standard for teaching, training, and testing surgeons.
Thanks. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the opportunity for a company like ours. Why now? It really comes down to the confluence of unprecedented demand for surgical procedures and the most rapid advancement and adoption of technology we've ever seen. VARISES is uniquely poised at this intersection, help bring down costs, increase efficiency, and ultimately improve outcomes for patients and providers. This is a vast and growing market, more than $5 billion just on VR and AR in healthcare in the next few years. Don't take our word for it. The American College of Surgeons, Bill Gates, Deloitte. I could go on and on, but I only have 7 minutes. This is real. What makes us special? Well, I talked about see one, do one, teach one. The traditional approach is a silo. See or do or teach. What we do is we connect the see one, do one, teach one journey from apprenticeship to surgical mastery, preserving context. The surgery you see is the surgery you do is the surgery you teach, preserving perspective throughout the journey. So let me tell you about our customers. You might be wondering, who pays for this? Who needs it? Why? Our customers fall into two primary categories. Businesses, specifically medical device companies. We're talking about $140 billion a year here in the United States, and they all have the same challenges of adoption and acquiring surgical customers. And medical schools, specifically the $15 billion a year being spent on graduate medical education at 141 programs here in the United States. 30% of surgical trainees are not ready. We have a direct contact plan based on direct industry relationships and personal connections to grow a respectable target of 40 customers out of the 1,000 orthopedic device companies and looking to gain a relatively conservative market share out of the medical schools and device companies. Our model calls for sales north of $14 million within 5 years, and we are looking to build a pretty efficient business scaled on technology built right here at home. So why us? What makes VARISES special? We've talked about an opportunity in the technology. It comes to our team. It's about people. And Brian and I are very fortunate to surround ourselves with innovators and creators, medical advisors, engineers, and entrepreneurs. Great people to help shepherd us along this path. But this is what I'm most excited about. We are born, based, and built right here in Vermont, Mount Mansfield. A funny thing happened about 1.5 years ago in the ski patrol shack at Mount Mansfield. 2 volunteers struck up a conversation. 1.5 years later, Brian and I are here tonight to share with you the subject of that conversation. Along the way, we've been so fortunate. Great partners like VSET, the students, faculty, and staff at Champlain College at the Emergent Media Center. We've made a lot of progress, and we have a lot of work to do. We've put our team in place, and we've built our first products. We filed patents on unique capture technology that will preserve data and empower legacies of learning for futures to come. And we have our first customer. But now we're looking to expand our customers, start our medical school partnerships, and move on to other areas outside the orthopedic practice. And that's where it comes to our ask. Being a part of LaunchVT has helped us immeasurably. But with your help, LaunchVT enables us. It enables us to continue our operations, acquire additional customers, and continue the innovation we started. Most importantly, it allows us to continue to grow and thrive this idea right here in Vermont, where our homes, hearts, and families are. Happy to answer any questions. Free demos on the surgical trainer if you'd like. Thank you.
Is it hardware you're selling, or is it software built on an off-the-shelf, AR VR platform?
It's actually a combination. It's mainly a service that combines proprietary hardware and software systems to drive the services we provide.
And the other quick question I was going to ask you, is there an application specifically within surgery that is the sort of like initial focus of the product?
Absolutely. So we're doing a total knee replacement surgery for a device manufacturer right now based out of the Boston area. We are working on open surgical procedures that require more tactile feedback and a different technical hurdle than, say, an arthroscopic surgery that's being done on a television screen anyway.
So as a training technology, it sounds like then the key buyer of this would be the medical schools. Can you talk more about that? You mentioned the ortho companies as well, and I'm wondering, is that double counting?
Absolutely. The device companies, just like any technology company, are looking to acquire customers. Surgeons are typically risk averse. Adopting a new technology has to overcome that chasm of confidence, the switching cost. So for a surgeon to take on, say, a conformist knee, they have to be fluid in the process of procedure and comfortable recommending it to a patient. We help get them over that hurdle so that companies like our first partner can sell more of their devices, tools, and equipment. With the medical schools, it's just about repeatable, measurable reps, opportunities that you can't get with a single-purpose cadaver, a mannequin, or a person. I hope that answers.
What does your first customer say about it? Like, why did they just jump on?
The ability to keep the surgeon from the first training seminar through 6 months later sometimes for the first procedure, to keep them engaged, confident, and ready to execute the surgery properly is their biggest impediment to business. If we can get the first surgery over that hurdle, their adoption rates increase, and the cost right now is just, it's way too high. So we improve efficiency and repeatability.
Thanks a lot, folks.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I just want to mention that the coach, Steve's coach during this process was Dave Bradbury and Sam Roach-Gerber, and they worked tirelessly with Steve to help him put that presentation together, so thanks, guys.